What's up everybody, Dapper Jeff here, coming at you from Pandora. I've been kidnapped by General Knoxx, and so I'm trying to figure out a way to negotiate terms of my release. And I figure, what's something every great leader needs? Food. An army runs on its stomach. So I'm going to show you guys and General Knoxx how to make a fantastic Varkid dish. When I say Varkid, on Earth, go with chicken. Please go with chicken, you don't want to know what a Varkid is. So I'm going to go to the galley, come on with me, and I'll show you how to negotiate for your release too. First thing we're going to do for our fantastic General Knoxx's Varkids, it's chicken for those of you not on Pandora, is take our 2 eggs, crack them right into a bowl, like so. Now if you can't find rack eggs, chicken eggs work just as well. Now that we've got them in a bowl, we're going to take our fork and we are going to beat them. I mean, we're going to beat them like they were some psychos coming after us. That looks pretty well beaten. What do you guys think? So after we've beaten them, we're going to take our soy sauce, dump it in, our chicken broth, and then, just to give this dish a little bit of giddy up, I have 1 shot of 80 proof vodka. Goes right in there. Now we just mix all this up. Alright guys, so after we've gotten our mixture together, we're going to take 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken that we've diced up into cubes. We're just going to drop it right in here. Bombs away! So now that we've gotten our chicken, or Varkid, into our bowl with the soy sauce mixture, I'm going to put the lid on it. I'm going to swirl it around a little bit. I'm going to give it a couple shakes. I just want to make sure that chicken gets nice and coated. And we're going to let this sit for a couple minutes so it can absorb that juicy goodness. Alright guys, now that we've got our chicken in that fantastic marinade, I'm going to get our fry pan going. Gotta get some heat under it. Taking our 4 tablespoons of frying oil and just letting it coat the bottom. It's gonna look a lot like our chicken fried rice recipe, but it's not. It's different. All right guys, so while our pan's heating up, we're gonna take a separate bowl and we're gonna add in a mixture of salt, pepper, ground ginger, and cornstarch. I'm gonna just dump all that right in there. And I'm just gonna give this a good mixing with my fork. A different fork, not the fork I used earlier. This is a dry fork. All right, and that's it. All right, guys, so now that our pan's nice and ready and hot, I'm gonna take this chicken that we've had marinating, and I'm going to carefully, with my bare hand, slowly and carefully just add it into our nice hot pot. Ooh, careful not to burn myself. So I'm attempting to get it in there and not destroy my hand. You do not want to just dump all this into the pot, just because we're going to need this marinade broth for later. So as we've got the chicken cooking, you're going to want to grab that powder that we just did up and just start to sprinkle it over the chicken. Try to make sure you get a nice, little bit of a nice coating on everything, fairly even. We don't want it all clumped together in one place. So we're going to just keep at this like good Atlas soldiers until our chicken is nice and golden brown on each side, which should take about 4 to 5 minutes, give or take. But just keep mixing it, keep sprinkling the powder on it. So like I said, we want each side golden brown and with a fairly even coating of the powder. All right, guys, I'm going to reduce the heat. And I'm going to take our delicious looking chicken and just set it on a separate plate for now, because we'll be back to this in just a little bit. Alright guys, so while we still have a really hot pan, I'm going to take that mixture we had earlier that the Varkid was resting in. Sorry, I keep saying Varkid, I mean chicken. I keep forgetting we're not on Pandora. I just spent the weekend there where I learned this recipe from General Knoxx. He is a slave driver. It's all like, keep the vault hunters away from my armory, and this and that, and some other stuff. So, you can already see it's starting to thicken, which is awesome. That's exactly what we want, because we'll be able to make a nice coating for our chicken. And so next up, we're going to add our peanut oil and our rice vinegar. Please be very careful when you add oil to an already hot pan, as it may sizzle, pop, and or explode. And I wish I was teasing on that, but I'm kind of not. I'm actually being very serious. The last thing I want is someone getting hurt trying to, cook one of my recipes. All right, so this is starting to thicken already, which is a good sign. So like I said, it's going to coat our chicken and be fantabulous. Now here's where we hit an optional step. If you guys wanted to add some hot sauce to it, go for it. If you don't, that's fine too. We're gonna play it safe because we can always add hot sauce later. Gonna add another 2 tablespoons of the oil, just regular cooking oil. Gonna add 3 tablespoons worth of chopped green onion because it's fantastic and I love it. Adding in a teaspoon of sugar for a little bit of sweetness. And 1 orange worth of zest. I picked a blood orange because, like I said, it's General Knoxx, it's Borderlands. You can't have Borderlands without blood and gratuitous violence. Then it's not Borderlands. It's, I don't know, it's some other game. Might as well be like, not Borderlands. Right, and I'm just gonna let this simmer and kind of reduce just a little bit. And now I'm gonna put the chicken right back in, and I'm gonna let this cook for another, call it 5 to 10 minutes, just until everything's evenly coated and cooked through. So Doctor, are you excited for Borderlands 3?
Yes.
All right. Try to contain your enthusiasm there. I'll have to sign you up for Knoxx. It's boot camp. It's not fun. So I'm just gonna let this sit and simmer for a few minutes, and I'll come back to it. I'll come back to it in about 5 minutes, see what happens. All right, guys, so after we've let it sit and simmer, and to be honest, it didn't need to simmer that much. It was already pretty done, so we just gave it a quick stir, let it simmer for a minute. This is it. It looks delicious. We did a quick taste just to make sure everything, see what else we needed. Tastes delicious. I'll see you guys in a couple minutes with the finished product, after I played it. All right, guys, so I need to get back to the barracks before General Knoxx harps at me. But at least I got some chicken.
And I quit.
I'm Dapper Jeff. I'll see you guys next week, and until then, stay well fed. I feel like that was something really stupid to have said, but I like it. Dapper Jeff says stupid things on the day after his birthday!